Turn pain to progression in every studio session. Turn pain to progression in every studio session. Turn pain to progression in every studio
Welcome to Pain to Progression with Regis Arzu, money management for the rest of us. Now, who's the rest of us? If your parents left their hometown and left everything they knew to bring you to this country to give you the best opportunity for success, you are the rest of us. If you don't do it for yourself, do it for them. You owe them that much. Make the best out of this opportunity you're given. You know, there's people home that wishes they had half the money you have now. So today is another day of Q&A, where I take the questions you've messaged me on my Pain to Progression Facebook and Twitter page, or the question you emailed me on my pain2progression@gmail.com. Okay, this just in. I'm official now. Like, I was official with a podcast, but now I'm official with the new website. Yes, I have a website and it's up, pain2progression.com. You can read through my episodes, you can go to my website and ask questions, and the website is mobile friendly. I know, right? You thinking, man, this dude is official. Shout out to JoelArzu for creating my website. Check out my website, and if you like what you see and you like Joel's work, email him at JoelArzu@gmail.com. I'll have his email in my show notes. All right, let's jump into our questions. So instead of reading the first question, I had multiple people ask me all similar questions about their money. So I want to hopefully answer most of them by answering who does not qualify for the stimulus money, and where do you go to track the money and update your account information in case it's lost. The following people do not qualify for the stimulus money. If you are behind on child support payments, then you don't qualify for the money. If someone filed for you as a dependent and you're 17 and up, you don't qualify for the money. If you do not have a Social Security and if you're not a citizen, you don't qualify. If your refund went to an old account or to the wrong bank account, then you don't qualify there. And if you didn't file for your 2018-2019 taxes. Now, to track your money or update your account information or do a quick tax filing if you did not file for 2018 or 29, go to irs.com/coronavirus/get-my-payment. I believe that answers most of the stimulus questions I was asked. But if there's something specific you're curious about, please reach out to me at my website and I can answer your specific questions to your specific scenarios. Steven asks, I have a rental that I currently rent to a family member. I want to sell her my house, but I don't want to pay for a real estate agent. If we have a mutual arrangement, how would I go upon doing this transaction? So I had to phone a friend on this one. I reached out to Jeff Vanderhule, who is the best real estate agent in Colorado. Now, I'm paraphrasing his answer, but he told me that real estate law changes state by state, so definitely confirm with your local state law. So when a person is selling a home on their own, it's called a FSBO, for sale by owner, which is totally doable, and in this situation, it makes sense. What you would want to do is go to a lawyer or real estate agent and let them know that you want to sell the home by yourself, and they will draft a contract for a small fee of around $1,000 to $1,500, and you don't have to pay all the other real estate agent costs. Now, the situation is specific. Now, for anyone selling a home, the service the real estate agent provides is that they get you the best deal for your home, and they really hold your hand through any obstacles that arises. When I stated previously that purchasing a home is easy, that's because the real estate agent makes it very easy. At least a good one, like Jeff Vanderhule. Thanks, Jeff, for being a resource for this question. Stephanie from Kansas asks, thank you for all the information you are giving us. I really appreciate your podcast, and I think our people need this information. I live with my mother, and I've been trying to save for quite some time, which I'm doing pretty good. But my mother is one of those, I don't want to die tomorrow with money in the bank kind of person, and just spends money like it's nothing. I want to help her. How do I best let her know that what she is doing is not going to help her in the long run? Man, this is a tough one. I know many people like that. The thing is, I don't know if the answer I'm going to give you is the answer you really want. So there's this rule in psychology that therapists use that would apply to this situation. You can't want something for the client more than what the client wants for themselves. Your mother's going to do what she wants, to be honest. So that's one side of it, though, because that would make me a hypocrite, because there's a big chunk of my audience that are comfortable where they are. So my comment, I would say, is to do what I'm doing. Just keep giving the information over and over and over again and hope one day they'll listen. Now, for me, if I can get to one person, then I won. And if you talk to your mother over and over again, then hopefully she might listen one day. But if she doesn't, then hopefully your sister can or your father can. Another thing I recommend is to go hard with your finances. What I mean by that is to do the best you can do and be an example of where you want your mother to be. People pay attention when they see results. I did the same thing as well. People didn't listen until they heard I bought multiple properties. So, my challenge to you is to take all this information and do better than me. I know you can do it. And let me know what I can do to help you. You'll be surprised how much you can inspire through your actions. I hope that helps. I want to take the time from this episode to really say thank you for all the praises I've been getting. I humbly appreciate it. I don't do this for the praise. I do this because I want to make a difference in the world by helping you. But I'm not going to lie. The positive feedback feels good and it drives me to keep going. When I see people understand my why, it encourages me to keep going. It just feels awesome. For example, my aunt, Norma Martinez, called me to tell me that she's proud of me. She called me in her beautiful southern accent to say, "I think you're doing a great job. I sent it to like 20 people." It's an awesome accent. It feels so good to make her proud. I recently had a friend from around the way message me this. And this is what he said. "Hey Regis, all is well. I just listened to episode number 7 of your podcast. I just want you to know that I enjoyed the content and I am super proud of what you're accomplishing. I enjoy how you're educating our audience." And that was Ellis Pendergrass. Thank you, Ellis. I also want to say thank you to Mariana Martinez for always telling me to keep going. And I really, really want to say thank you to JoelArzu. My brother tells me how much he believes in me. If you guys are curious, he's the one that pushed me to start this podcast. He's my older brother. And the other day he told me that he wants me to hire him when I make it. Nah, man. We're doing this together. I want to say happy birthday, Joel. I love you, my brother. I love you all. Thank you, listeners. Thank you for your support and believing in me. I'm going to keep going and keep pushing for you. Stephanie from Miami asks, "I'm 19 and I got my credit card when I turned 18 and it's looking like I can't stop using it. My mom told me that I should freeze my credit and I should not call the bank to close my card because it will mess up my credit. Not that I doubt her, but I would like to confirm, is this true that closing my account will mess up my credit? And if you have the time, could you answer why and how it will mess up my credit?" I asked her and she didn't know why. Thank you. So I love this question. This is a very common thing where people know they shouldn't close their credit cards, but they don't know why. I actually explained it to someone a week ago. So I'm super excited to let everyone know why. So I want to start by saying, yes, your mother's correct. Closing your credit card would mess up your credit. So here's the why. Okay, let me try not to confuse anyone. So you build credit based on the availability of the total of your credit cards. So for example, if you have 2 credit cards with a max limit of $1,000 each, which means the most you can spend is $1,000 each, which is $2,000 in total. And in that example, only one of the 2 of the cards are maxed and the other one has a 0 balance, then your credit will show 50% available credit. That's because one of them have $1,000 max out of $2,000 available in total. To make good credit, you want to only use 30% of the available balance. So in my example, if you were 50% available and you close one of your credit cards, then your credit will go from 50% available to 0% available, which means that you would use 100% of the available balance, which would put you above 30%. So in this case, you would go from using 1,000 out of 1,000 instead of the 1,000 out of 2,000 because you closed that card. And that would really mess up your credit. I hope that makes sense. Sorry, I know that's a lot of numbers thrown at you. Anonymous asks, "I agree the information you're giving us is good, but it sounds like you don't have the money and success of Dave Ramsey and any other financial persons I've listened to. I'm not trying to bash, but why do you feel we should listen to you when we can be listening to Dave Ramsey and Susie Orman?" who has proven success? All right. Okay, this is a great question. So, Anonymous, I want to start by saying I'm not rich. I'm not Dave Ramsey. I'm not Susie Orman. And they give great information. I mean, I listen to them when I have time. Now, my question for you is why can't you listen to all three of us? Now, I'll tell you that they both have a target audience, and I don't think it's us. Now, I look like you, I talk like you, I lived like you, and I want the best for you. Money management for the rest of us. I want to be the FUBU of finance, for us, by us. Trust me, I know your struggle, and I have no malicious intent. I don't want to take any advantage of that. I don't need your money. I want you to keep it. I want you to save. I've been given this gift from God to understand finance, and I'm a weirdo for enjoying it, and I understand that. But I found this platform to get this information to you all, and I want to use this platform to help us all to grow together, like generational wealth. So that's a lot of words to say. Listen to me because I care about you. I want the best for you. But don't stop listening to the other people because it'll make you even more informed. And if you want other references, there's Clark Howard, who is an amazing guy when it comes to finance. And there's this other guy named Chris Brown, not the singer, and he works under Dave Ramsey, who I like too. So I hope that helps and answers your question. Sandra writes, I'm going to be honest, I'm trying to make a budget like you said. My problem is that I know what I should do, but I don't know if I can commit to it. I make around $1,500, and after all my bills, I concluded that I could potentially put $1,000 a month in the bank, which should be amazing. But that would have to be on a $60 a week budget with 2 kids. I don't know if I could do that. Can you help me understand what's the best way to budget this money? Am I seeing it wrong? Kudos to you for trying, Sandra. That's the first step. Like I said previously, finance is like fitness. The first step is the want to be healthy. And you're trying, and you have the want. So to answer your question, let me understand. You make $1,500 a month, and you have $500 with your kid. It sounds like at a max you can save up to $60 a week. My recommendation for you would be to open your savings account and start saving at least $20 a check. It sounds like $20 a check would be comfortably doable for you. Budgeting shouldn't feel like a burden. You want to find that thin line between comfortable and strict. But you don't want to be unhappy. Like a diet, you don't want to live in bread and water. Although it will help you lose weight, it's not sustainable. And then you will fall off the wagon, for lack of better words. Good luck. Okay, Pain of Progression family. Hopefully there was some good gems for you in this episode. I'll see you Friday where I'll introduce you to someone new. If you want to contact me, please check out my website, which I'll add on my show notes. I think it's pretty cool, but I'm clearly biased. Now, this is information for you to use and grow financially, but it's also for you to press subscribe and share. Paying this information forward is how we grow our community. Let's do what they don't want us to do and learn what they don't want us to know. Let's take this information and flip the world upside down. See you at the top of the ladder of success.